What's up, y'all? What it do? You know what it is. Hey. So I'm just in here doing my cardio right now, thinking. So, you know what that means. You know what that means. This is cardio sessions.
I got a feeling it's my time. I got a feeling it's my time. I got a feeling it's my time. A feeling it's my time. A feeling it's my time. A feeling it's my time.
Yo, what it do, y'all? What up, fam? I see y'all out there. Everybody's making progress. People are doing good, man. And I'm hearing a lot of great stories and stuff. So, anyways, you know what this is. This cardio sessions. So, we're just gonna let my mind wander. Tell you guys what I was thinking about. So I decided, hey, and I started thinking, I'm like, this is good for the cardio sessions, man. I told you this is about life too, guys. Anything, things I be thinking about while I'm doing my cardio. I'm taking you guys inside. It's all real. I promise I'm not holding anything back. That's my word. Scout's honor. Even though I ain't never, no scout. Hey, shit. Anyways, so I'm sitting here, I'm walking and I'm thinking and I'm like, man, people, I know some people probably watching my videos, and then like at the end I always, shout my cousin out, and then, I had the picture up of him at the end. I was thinking like, shit, probably some people probably just like, oh, why is he using Jimbo like this and that? Like, what does this got to do with Jimbo? I feel maybe hey, maybe nobody ain't, and I'm just crazy. But I feel like, why not speak about it? Why not talk about it? That's the best thing that you could do, is just talk about it. So, I was thinking about it. So I'm just gonna talk about it. So this is it. So why do I do it for Jimbo? Shit, well, when I was growing up, man, there was like one person in this world that your boy was like, shit, looked up to, was just infatuated with, like it was my role model. And we're talking early age here. We're not talking like when I turned 15, 16. We're talking early age. Like, man, that was, shit. I looked up to my cousin, man. For real. And that was at early age. I'm talking like 5, 6, 7-ish. Like, when we moved back here to Chicago, after my parents split and stuff, shit, we were over at my aunt's every day, man. We'd be at my aunt's house every day during the summertime. Always swimming. They had a pool table in the garage. We'd be playing pool and stuff. Like, that shit was dope, man. Like, I used to always have so much fun. But the thing is that every time I went to my Aunt Cindy's house, all I ever hoped was Jimbo was going to be there. That's all I ever hoped. Like, man, I hope Jimbo's there. But, like, if anybody that knew Jimbo, like, you knew that motherfucker always on go. No matter what. That boy always gone doing something. Like, ain't no GPS tracker on that boy. You needed one, because that boy was everywhere within a day. His day was not like no average motherfucker, because he was always doing something. Always. I could barely remember the few times I've walked into my Aunt Cindy's house throughout my life when they lived over in Burbank, and Jimbo was actually there sitting on the couch. Or at home, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was always on go. I remember when he would come home, but I would never get there. We'd never get there. And it'd be early in the morning, like maybe noon, 11, noon. We go by my Aunt Cindy's, everybody go all day. We're going to be there all day. We're going to eat, whatever, you know, barbecue. Jimbo wasn't there. If he was asleep. And then he'd wake up. I'd be waiting impatiently. I'd get there, he'd be asleep. I'd be like patiently waiting for him to wake up so I could hang out with him. He'd come down. I remember he'd come down. Jimbo would make a protein shake, right? Because I remember I used to go up there to check on him to see if he was asleep. And hey, that motherfucker room always stank too. That boy was always passing some nasty ass gas, man. For real. But, so, it shit was fun. It'd be funny. Well, it was nasty. But then I remember he'd come downstairs and he would, you know, he'd make his protein shake, you know, with his shirt off and some fucking wrestling shorts on or some shit. I always remember that, like, you know, like the old school cotton shorts, like almost like what they're bringing back now, but they were just, you know, but that was him, you know, he was about his shit. So, but then he would sit and talk for a second while he's making his shake, he'd drink it, and then shit, Jimbo would be out the door in no time, and you wouldn't see him for the rest of the day, maybe until evening or night if we were still there, you know. So he was a hard motherfucker to catch up with, man. But I always looked up to him, you know, which goes to this all dials down into one thing, guys. You know, so, you know, it's like, you know, as a motherfucker I always looked up to, you know, it means a lot to me and shit. And, shit, I ain't got no brothers. I got like, shit, I got 5 sisters, no brothers, right? And then, and there ain't that many, there was never that many men in our family. Everybody, we were dominated by women, shit, growing up. So I didn't have that many male cousins. And the ones that I did have, they were, shit, 2 of them, they were in Florida, you know. And then my other cousin, Billy, you know, they always lived far away. So, like, Jimbo was literally the closest one around me growing up. He was close. He was the closest, but still never seen him, you know? And I barely ever got to see Billy either growing up. I remember every Christmas, I'd always be excited for my cousin Billy to show up for Christmas. That motherfucker was just like Jimbo. I'd be so excited for that motherfucker to show up for Christmas. I heard, yeah, he's probably coming. He's coming. And I'd be excited, and that motherfucker wouldn't be a no-show. Damn you, Billy. But hey, he'd be showing up now, though, so I always enjoy all these times. I mean that. Love you, cuz. So anyways, you know, so Jimbo was always the closest, but the farthest still. So, but I looked up to him, man. Why did I look up to him? Why does this all tie into Jimbo? I will tell you why. Here it is, guys. Fun fact about my cousin Jimbo. Say what you want, but anybody that knew him, anybody that knew my cousin Jimbo, you already knew that motherfucker did anything and everything. 100. That's real talk, guys. That motherfucker did everything and anything. Like, if he thought, if he came out, if you're just sitting on the couch, he'd be like, oh, it would be cool to do that. Or that'd be cool to do. If Jimbo thought that motherfucker was doing that shit. That's the kind of person he was. That's how he lived his life. He was in baseball, football, wrestling, and he was a beast in wrestling. He was a killer in wrestling. That's real talk. So he did all that stuff, and then, you know, at the same time, his whole mindset is, I want to go to the Marines. So he's doing all this shit, but since a kid, he knew he wanted to go to the Marines. He never said he was gonna go play professional sports or anything, but he did every fucking thing. The motherfucker wasn't even in boxing. I forget about that. He was in boxing, straight up boxing. I remember I wanted to join boxing because of Jimbo. My mother wouldn't let me. She wouldn't let me join because she was scared I'm gonna get hurt. Thanks a lot, mother. So, you know, that motherfucker did everything. Anything he had an idea of, he did. When paintball got popular, shit, to Jimbo, that was like training for the Marines. So that motherfucker got deep into paintball and had every fucking thing, was always going. Like, he was, anything he got into, he was just a competitive person, and he always tried to be the best at something he got into or he tried or he liked. He did it with pool. That motherfucker, Cindy had the pool table in the garage, and Jimbo started learning. I remember when he started learning to play, you know? The motherfucker, he got good as hell. Jimbo was good as hell in pool. That's how I learned to play pool, because of him. He motivated me to want to play pool. I probably would have never wanted to really play pool, but because I saw him playing pool, I wanted to play pool. And I didn't want to just play pool, I wanted to be pretty good at pool, because if I'm pretty good at pool, I get to play with Jimbo and his friends when they came over, you know? And I know I've told that story to some of you, but it's true. That's real talk. So, you know, hey, my cousin, in the end, man, my cousin was a real ass motherfucker, one, which I pride myself to be on, just to be real. The only one trait that me and him ain't the same is, he was a type, he kept it real, but he tell you what he's thinking too, man. He ain't holding nothing back, you know? So, I'm the little opposite of that. I'm just a little more quieter and calmer, you know what I'm saying? That's how I always been. I think I get that from my mother, but, you know, but at the same time, though, don't make me not real, though, because I always been a real motherfucker, and that's the truth. And I ain't never been fake to nobody. You know, if people ain't choose to like me, that's on them, because I would never do nothing to nobody to make them not like me, because shit, I try to be the most stand-up guy I can be, and I promise you guys, that's the damn truth. And I ain't lying. So, you know what? Anybody else want to ever say anything about me, it is what it is, but I know in my heart, I've always been a real one. So, I'm just quiet, you know? In my head, you don't need to argue with fools. You know, why would they set your negative energy on people? But that's for another story. Anyway, getting off topic. He was just, you know, my cousin Jimbo was just like that dude, man. Like, he was that dude. He did everything. And you know, and that's why I dedicate this to him. Because you know why? Because I've always had so many ideas and things I wanted to do, and I'm sitting back thinking, and I'm like, man, I always do and have, but shit, I rarely act on anything. Just all talk. But I never act on it. Never act on it. Everything sounds great and nice, but when it comes down to do it, 9 times out of 10, we ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it go. And I'm a victim of the game, baby. I'm a victim of life, I guess. Because there's some people that are aggressive with it and some people ain't. Throughout my childhood, I wasn't, you know. And this year, when my cousin's anniversary came up, when he passed, you know, I know leading up to it, I thought it was going to be like, it was going to suck, you know. I thought it was going to be terrible. And I was like, man, I'm not looking forward to this, you know. And then when the day came, when it got closer, though, I started thinking about things and realizing, like, man, don't shit. I'm not going to sit here and drown in my sorrows about him. Like, shit. I need to change some shit up, and I need to switch shit around in life. And, do what he would do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, hey, that's why this shit goes. That's why I dedicate this shit to him. Cause for now on, I ain't no sitting here pity patty for you know, every year. That's why, like, a lot of people was worried about me and shit, cause I didn't like post nothing about him, cause I was probably like, a lot of people expect me to, but shit, I made up my mind already before that weekend got there, leading up to it. Like, hey, I ain't doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be depressed and sad about him being gone. You know? Because that shit just going to drive you crazy. So, can't bring him back. So, so the way I look at it is like this. I'm going to celebrate him. I'm going to celebrate his life every year. Not every, and then I was like, every year? Then I thought to myself, every year? Fuck every year. We doing this daily. I'm celebrating for him. Not just celebrating. I'm doing things that he would tell me, just do it, pussy, or do it. You know? He would tell me that. So I might have to bleep that out. I don't know how YouTube's gonna feel about that word. I don't know how it goes, guys, but that's some shit you can imagine. If I did bleep that out, you already knew what he probably said. But you know what he is, you know how he was, you know? But that's the thing. Like, Jimbo was young when he passed away, but that motherfucker lived a life for 3 lives, 4. He lived lives for, like, shit we would never even do in 2 lifetimes. That motherfucker did it. And when he did something, it was to the motherfucking fullest, and it didn't matter what it was. He did that shit. That's what he was about. He was that kind of person. He had heart, man. Heart like a lion, man. That's for real. That's real talk, guys. Anybody that knows him know that. His friends, everybody. I'm telling y'all. But you know what? So that's why I knew this for him, because shit, all this different shit I'm trying to do, you know, I'm trying to grind and do everything in life that maybe things I wanted to do, or maybe even the things that come upon me now that I think of, like, oh, that'd be cool to do. Now I'm doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have never did that wakeboarding shit the other day. I never did nothing like that, man. That'd have been outside my comfort zone, like I told you in another video, guys. But that's the shit that's driving me, Jimbo, man. Shit he would do, man. I looked up to the motherfucker all my life. He's teaching me, like, he's showing me without being around. If I would have picked up game earlier, if I would have just watched the way he moved, you know, like, shit, he put me on game, like, bro, live your motherfucking life. You could die tomorrow, like, you know, shit. Cause he been there and seen it all, man. He was out there in Afghanistan and all that. He was out there. He was on the front line. You know what I'm saying? So he knew. But the thing was, he was doing that shit since he was a kid. He was always on go, man. He got into everything. Hockey. I forgot he did hockey. And then when he got into hockey big time, they'd be out in the front at like 8, 9 a.m. playing street hockey on rollerblades. Like, that motherfucker did it all, guys. I am not lying. He was in Boy Scouts. Yep, Jimbo's in Boy Scouts too. Hey, that motherfucker real life. Fucking like Rambo, man. For real. Fucking, he Rambo. Fucking, you know, that shit. Hey, I love my cousin, man. Shit, so now I'm just taking the game that he been showing me. The shit he been showing me. And I'm running with it now. Ain't nobody gonna stop me and get my way. I mean, like, shit. Like I said, guys, I don't care if 3 people watch my video. Doesn't matter to me. Because at the end of the day, you know, somebody out there is gonna, I'm helping somebody. Maybe help motivate somebody. Maybe you guys right now are just watching this and think, man, you know what? Man, that's not a bad outlook, man. I need to just start living more. You know? And that's the truth. Like, we just live your life, man. Don't live outside your capabilities, obviously. You know, but at the same time, if you can, go do it. Stop making excuses. Do it. I know stuff's hard right now with all the shutdowns and everything, to do some things, but there are things that you can do, you know, like get in shape, get in your best shape you've ever been in. Why not, guys? Places are shut down. Some places are open back up, yeah. Places shut down. You don't need it, so there's no excuse to go get takeout. You gotta do work to go get takeout. You still gotta go there. I mean, come on, guys. You're going out your way to go get takeout. It's different if you want to go out on a date and go sit in a restaurant with, you know, significant other or whatever. Have a date night. Say, I'm all for a date nights, baby. That's the truth. But hey, you gotta do things for yourself. Do things with loved ones. Follow your dreams. Follow your goals. And just live life and have fun. Enjoy it. Because we don't know. All this crazy shit that be going on, none of us know. And that's real talk. And people don't like to talk about that or hear that. But that's the realest, because we ain't all gonna be here forever, motherfucker, unless somebody create a magic pill. You know what I'm saying? So hey, with that being said, just live your life, man. Live your life. That's why I do it for Jimbo, man. That's why this is dedicated to Jimbo, because this is something I've always wanted to do, but I never reacted on it. I never did it. That's why I told you guys the other day, I got some shit in the vault. I'm gonna show you one day if you guys get them, you know, when we do another little contest. But that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, this has been something I've been wanting to do. No one can take that away from me. I don't care who tried to come up to me and say, oh, you stole. If anybody tried to say I stole anything from anybody, that's some BS, because I can show you guys I got proof. And not just that, that you guys will get to see one day, like I said. But not just that, it's the fact that, you know, that's something I've been wanting to do, but I was always embarrassed. I was embarrassed to do it because I knew the only way I could do it and get out there and see people to see my stuff, I gotta post it on my social media. But I was always embarrassed to. And I definitely wasn't about to take my shirt off on no camera, you know? So then I was just like, man, now I'm just gonna be fake. And I ain't with that fake shit, you know? I can't sit here and preach and not show you guys, hey, these are the ups and downs I'm going through, you know? It was a lot to do and take in, and, you know, I worried about. But now I don't give a damn. And that's why I'm doing it. Because I told you guys, when his anniversary came, I switched it up, baby. I switched things up. It flipped. Like that, baby. Because I was thinking, and, you know, I just got, man, just do it for him, man. That's real talk, guys. And that's straight from my heart. This is why I dedicate this whole movement that I'm doing, this whole journey that I'm on, this video vlog, this life, this me getting back into shape, taking care of myself first, you know, going after my goals and my dreams, trying to be the best person I can, live my best life every day. Like, that's what I'm trying to do, guys. So I hope you guys stay along with me for this journey, man. So anybody who's wondering how is this dedicated to Jimbo, or why is this for Jimbo, that's why it's for Jimbo, man. He did everything he ever wanted to do. He thought of, he put his mind to it, you know? Even if he didn't think he was going to make it big time. But if he put his mind to it, he was going to do it. It's not about being big time. That's not what none of this is about. This is about doing something for me that I've wanted to do. Like I told you guys in the first video ever, if only my mother and my aunts watch my shit, and my cousin, you know what I'm saying? My cousins and my aunts watch my shit. Hey, that's all that mattered to me, you know? Because the way I look at it is later on in life, you know, like maybe if one day I have kids, my kids, or maybe my niece and nephew's kids, you know, when they hear stories about their Uncle Jimmy, you know how when you always hear a story about, you know, someone when you're a kid, when they hear that story about me, then hey, when they hear those stories about me, and they want, man, I wonder what my Uncle Jimmy was like. Oh, I wonder what my second cousin Jimmy was like. I always hear all these stories. That's how it always was for me when I was growing up. I always heard stories about uncles and aunts and great grandpas and everybody, people I never would get to meet. And then you only see some pictures, but you never got to know who they are. No one shot videos back in the day, you know. But the thing is, all them, if they want to find out about their Uncle Jimmy or their great grandfather or whatever I am to them, heard that I was a cool dude, I want to know what I was like, all they gotta do is go on my channel, baby. I'm up. If it's up there, then it's stuck there. It's out on the web, baby. You'll find me. I'm gonna be out there. And guess what? At the same time, I'm gonna be able to put those members of my family, I'm gonna be able to put them on the game of life, and tricks and tips, things people never taught me, or maybe stuff I never realized because I was not paying attention, you know. So now I realize these things, and they will be able to get some of these tips and tricks whenever they do find me. And hey, or whoever finds me, it might not even be them, it might be somebody all across the states might find me. You never know. And maybe I might motivate them to say, they might realize what I'm thinking, and it makes sense, man. You gotta do it, man. If you're gonna do something, do it and go for it and do it all. Even if I only make 20 videos and that's it, and I never make another video again, at least I can say I did it, and it was fun. It was cool promoting it. I got to say, you know, at least I tried it, you know. But this is not really about failing or nothing. I don't really care about failing because, in my opinion, there's no way I could fail. Because at the end of the day, I'm bettering myself, and somebody out there that's listening to this, I'm helping them. I'm making them realize some things in life, you know. Or maybe I'm motivating you to get up because you keep seeing me, you know. And that's the thing another thing I realized was, like, once I started dieting and I was posting stuff on Snapchat and stuff, I had people reaching out to me like, man, Jimmy, keep killing it, Jimmy. Keep killing it, man. You're motivating me, man. I'm so motivated by your snaps. And it wasn't even me, like, saying much. I was just showing my workouts, maybe eating, showing my weight every morning, my low weigh-ins, and I'm just motivating people. And I'm like, you know what? Everybody's going to be asking me, hey, Jimmy, how did you do this? How did you do this in fitness? And then once people start realizing how life has just gotten better and better, and how I'm so happy in my swagger and my, you know, people are gonna be like, Jimmy, how did you change it up? How did you change your attitude up? What happened? How did you go from the worst 2019 of your freaking life to just pure happiness? How did you do it, Jimmy? This is how I did it, baby. This is how I did it. Man, I had to take a step back, analyze life, analyze things, take these tips and tricks that my cousin taught me that I wasn't paying attention to. You know? Because, hey, when I got to roll with my cousin, when I got older, when I got to roll with him, shit, I had the fucking time of my life, guys. I did shit with my cousin that I will never speak on. So I'm dead in the ground. Shit. You know what I'm saying? That's my motherfucking, you know, that's like my brother for real, man. I mean that, guys. And we had fun times. So, you know, hey, I love him. So, he's family, and he taught me a lot of shit. You know? And plus, shit, if I ever had a motherfucking problem, you know who was one phone call away was that motherfucker. He would never let anything happen to his family. Like, that's the thing about Jimbo, too. Like that's the impression he gave off. Like, that's one last thing I'm going to leave you with. Jimbo, this one the last memory I'm leaving you with Jimbo before I let you guys go. Alright? Hey, Jimbo, if you knew Jimbo, right? If you knew Jimbo, if you were cool with Jimbo, close to Jimbo, or even his family, if you meant something to Jimbo's life, I can guarantee you one thing. I can guarantee you guys one thing. If Jimbo fucked with you, man, that motherfucker would have your back for life. Like, Jimbo was one call away for anybody he fucked with. And that's real. That's the real talk. Anybody who knows him, he was a real motherfucker. One of the best friends you could have. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw how he treated the people around him. I saw how he treated his friends. That's why he was so loved. That's why the parties that boy would throw would be the most craziest shit in the world. Because, like I said, Jimbo goes all out. But yeah, other people throw parties in high school. Yeah, let me show them motherfuckers. And what does Jimbo do? Throws the biggest motherfucking party everybody talking about. That's what he does. He's coming with kegs. Not one keg, kegs. You know what I'm saying? That's what he doing. Because when he does something, he going for it. That's just Jimbo. He had the, you know, 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Hey, see what I'm saying? That's how he was. And anybody knows him, they know that. He put his all into it. When we light off for the 4th of July, Jimbo had to have the most every fucking firework in the world. And my Aunt Cindy's street would be covered from front to toe, but the cops never came and messed with us. Probably because they like Jimbo too. Who knows? I don't know. But hey, all I can tell you guys is that my cousin was a real motherfucker, and if you meant something to him in his life, shit, he had your back no matter what. And if you called him and he was anywhere near, that motherfucker would be there in a heartbeat, because he did that shit for me in my life. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I love missing, but shit. That's why I do it for Jimbo. So don't, shit. Now you know. So, I think that's that, right? Alright, y'all. Hey, I told y'all. I bet nobody thought I would ever talk about that, but hey, I told you. That's the difference. This is what I'm doing. This is the difference. I'm letting you guys in. This is in on my life, man. This is in on my life. Ain't nobody gonna take that from me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't a writer. I don't write shit. So I might as well record it. You know what I'm saying? Alright, y'all. Hey, thank you guys for watching. I really, truly appreciate you guys. And I want to say, please, like, comment, and subscribe. I just want to get out there, help this channel grow. I'm never asking nobody for no money, never, nothing like that. All you ask is just watch, listen, learn, take notes, whatever you gotta do. Take little tips and tricks from what I'm giving you. Even if you don't want it from fitness, maybe there's some things that you're starting to realize that I'm talking about life. Anybody can help. I'm not the smartest guy. I don't know everything. But you never know. I might say something that might just trigger it. You know? So, that's what I got to say about that, guys. And I just want to say, please, just like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for supporting me. Everybody that watches my stuff, thank you. And, you know, let's get these up. Let's get these numbers up for Jimbo, man. Because I want motherfuckers to know the kind of person he was. I want him, that people know the Jimbo I know, that I was close by. Even though it seemed like I was so far away, the Jimbo I got to know as I got older and got to hang out with and kick it with and drink with and just have a good ass fucking time that I can't speak about, but I did. Hey, love y'all. Alright? R.I.P. Jimbo. Love you, cuz.